150 years since the first Impressionist exhibition was held in Paris, and we're looking back now at the way in which it revolutionized the way that we look at the world through the eyes of the artists. And in particular, it's the frontrunners like Claude Monet, in front of whose picture I stand now, who led this revolution.
Maybe swing your hair around. That's great. Done.
Impressionism was a revolution in art. It was a way of breaking away from both the physical form of the tradition in the form of the art school, but also the way in which art was actually created. The Impressionists would take their canvases out into the fields and paint their subjects en plein air in real life, rather than it being a construction in the studio itself. Yes, it's a wonderful painting by Monet of the river near his house and famous garden at Giverny. It was painted in 1885 and is absolutely typical of the masterful form of Impressionism that he was working within at the time, which is these extremely delicate tones, very clever brushwork in which the very transient effects of light are beautifully rendered on the canvas.
So this is a painting of George Dyer, and George Dyer really had a position of paramount importance in Bacon's work and life. They first met in 1963 and quickly formed an incredibly fraught, tempestuous love affair, highs and lows. And I think we see that in Bacon's work. Dyer is a presence in over 40 paintings and had a phenomenal impact on him as a person and indeed as an artist. And I think what's really interesting about this painting, painted in 1970, at just as Bacon was about to have arguably his greatest artistic moment. In 1971, he was afforded the great privilege of a retrospective at the Grand Palais in Paris. And it was only the second time that a living artist was afforded such an honor. The artist before that was Pablo Picasso, who was, Bacon's great artistic mentor, so to speak, an artist who he revered in such high regard. On the eve of that great occasion, that great exhibition, Dyer tragically was found dead just 36 hours before. So you had this moment of great personal high and critical high combined with this tragedy in his personal life.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.